Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365 FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good morning, dear listeners out there. You're welcome to yet another interesting edition of Newspaper Review coming to you live from Power 365 Online Radio. It's a new day and it's a new dawn. It's Monday, the beginning of a working week, and we wish you all the best this week. All right, my name is Alayande, and I'm bringing you stories, major headlines from the Nigerian Daily Independent newspaper, which has been our major friend here. Okay, so very quickly, the first story that beckons on me here is saying CBN year-end 21.4% inflation mark unrealistic, may hit 40%, experts. And there are riders on it under the story, the headline that says skyrocketing food inflation may crash economy soon. Ask fiscal authority to be proactive over high food prices. Tinubu seeks refund from civil servants drawing salaries from after relocating abroad. NNPC set to deliver gas revolution with OB3 gas pipeline project. Federal government sees national gold purchase program boosting reserves naira value. Serap asks World Bank panel to probe loan advances to federal government states. NDLEA rates snake-guarded shrine used to store illicit drugs. Reps right Tinubu demand release of Nnamdi Kanu. Western Delta University assures on arresting robbers who terrorized students. Zamfara moves to swell number of non-viable airports in Nigeria. Rivers crisis, ex-local government chairman embattled lawmakers planning mayhem, Argon warns. How international oil companies are sabotaging us, Dangote refinery. And then, let me also check this. Okay, this is saying Yemi Eson tells civil servants to embrace continuous learning. Obi Media reach lots Tinubu for emulating Obi in Bo projects. And this is saying Zamfara Senator Yari gives scholarship to sell 1,700 indigens. Group kicks against purchase of new presidential jets for Tinubu. NAF destroys illegal oil refinery sites. Boats in rivers by Elsa and Imo. Okay, this is also saying NUG appeals of Governor Fintiri to sign media enhancement bill into law. SEC urges businesses to adopt sustainable climate-friendly solutions. Oladeji John Brown emerges president, ORC. Bandits kidnap Catholic priest. in Zamfara. Coronation Coronation Life Assurance decodes annuity plans benefits. Federal government advocates human sustainable environment to cholera prevention. Federal government urged to deploy tech to tackle food crisis insecurity. Ondo Medical Sciences Varsity appoints PRO. And this is also saying federal government sees national gold purchase program boosting reserves naira value. NDLEA raids snake guarded shrine used to store illicit drugs. And this is also saying NMPC set to deliver gas revolution with OB3 gas pipeline project. Okay, these stories and more I'll bring to you when I return. Just stay tuned. Thank you.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365 FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power.
Alright, you're welcome back. This is the Power 365 online radio coming to you live from the city of Ibadan. Alright, let me pick this first story on the front page of the Daily Independent. It says experts have told the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, that the 21.4% target of inflation for 2024 end of year is unrealistic 6 months to the end of the year. Projecting inflation will be in the region of between 38% and 40%. Nigeria's inflation rate surged to 33.95% in May 2024, up to 33.69% in April 2024, according to the latest Consumer Price Index report released by the National Bureau of Statistics. Analysts who spoke to Daily Independent at the weekend were unanimous that it will be difficult for the projected target of 21.4% to be realized considering the fact that inflation has worsened. Okay, that's on page 1 of the Daily Independent. It also spills over to page 29 of the Daily Independent. This is the next story saying reps right Tinubu demand release of Nnamdi Kanu. Some members of the House of Representatives have urged President Bola Tinubu to invoke Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution and Section 107, Subsection 1 of Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 for release of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The lawmaker representing Idiato North and South Ikenga, Ogochere, and Ike Ekwano, Umaya, and Iswako. Okay, we have about, let me see the number of lawmakers that actually wrote to the president. We have about, okay, just a minute. All right, we have about 49 lawmakers who wrote to the president, appealing to him to commence a presidential peace initiative to address all issues and challenges bedeviling the southeast region of Nigeria. The lawmakers said that it was long overdue as they disclosed that it would be instrumental in opening the doors for much needed conversations surrounding peace, reformations, and inclusivity, as well as addressing the issues that led to the agitations. All right. Our international our international oil companies are sabotaging Dangote refinery. The vice president of oil and gas at Dangote Industries Limited, Devakumar Edwin, has accused international oil companies in Nigeria of sabotaging the Dangote oil refinery and petrochemicals. Edwin said the IOCs are internationally obstructing the refinery's efforts to purchase local crude. This, he said, the firms do by inflating premium prices above market rates, compelling the refinery to import crude from distant countries, leading to significantly higher cost. All right, you may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on this story. NNPC set to deliver gas revolution with OB3 gas pipeline project. In yet another major step towards boosting nationwide gas supply to drive industrialization and economic growth, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPC Limited) is set to deliver the Obiafu Obricom Oben OB3 gas pipeline project. Olufemi Shonaye, Chief Corporate Communications Officer of NNPC Limited, in a statement on Sunday, said the group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, Mr. Mel Kayari, confirmed this during an inspection tour of the OB3 pipeline River Niger crossing operation at Abo Delta State on Saturday. Alright, you may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on that. Tinubu seeks refund from civil servants drawing salaries after relocating abroad. President Bola Tinubu has ordered the refund of salaries collected by civil servants who have relocated abroad without formally resigning from service. Tinubu gave the order on Saturday night at the 2024 Civil Service Award and Gala Night, the climax of the week-long 2024 Civil Service Week. Tinubu, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, also demanded that the supervisors and aides of these fraudulent civil servants must be punished for aiding and abetting the fraud under their watch. It's a long story. You may pick a copy of the Daily Independent on page 7 to read more on this. Okay, so let me quickly go back to page 1 where a story is beckoning on me. Western Delta University assures on arresting robbers who terrorized students. The Vice Chancellor of Western Delta University, WDU, Professor Augustine Ekelegbe, has assured parents and students of the institution of their safety following a robbery incident that occurred on Thursday. Some criminal elements gained entrance into the main hostel where they harassed some students and stole mobile phones and power banks. However, no serious injuries were reported. Describing the incident as unprecedented in the history of the university, the Vice Chancellor, in a statement, said adequate measures have been put in place to ensure that the university is now more safer, while efforts are being made to ensure that the unscrupulous elements who perpetrated the acts are brought to book. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Augustine Ekelegwe. Okay, it's a long read. You can pick a copy of the Daily Independent. It's on page 1 and page 7 of the Daily Independent. And then let's go for other stories. Federal government sees National Gold Purchase Program boosting reserves naira value. The federal government has revamped the National Gold Purchase Program with optimism that it will increase the country's reserve and boost the value of the naira. This policy came to the fore when the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Alayande, presented the latest gold bar sourced from artisanal and small gold miners and refined by an agency of the ministry to the President Bola Tinubu, on Saturday in Abuja. Alake lauded the president for supporting reforms in the solid minerals sector, assuring that the sector will in no distant time boost the nation's reserves. He said the Solid Minerals Development Fund meets the London Bullion Market Association Good Delivery Standard. Okay, that's an encouraging one. You can pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on that. And then this next story is saying federal government urged to deploy technical tech to tackle food crisis insecurity. The federal government has been urged to deploy the use of digital technology to check the rising food scarcity and insecurity that the country is currently facing. Director NITHUB, University of Lagos, UNILAG, Dr. Victor Odumuyiwa gave the charge during a seminar to mark the International Day of the African Child, themed Education for All Children in Africa. The Time is Now, organized by Flow Communications Company in Lagos. Odumuyiwa, while speaking on digital literacy future of the African child, suggested that drones can also be used as technology to monitor the operations of terrorists and kidnappers and to detect their hideouts, thereby solving the problem of insecurity. Federal government advocates human sustainable environment to cholera prevention and control. The Federal Ministry of Environment has expressed deep concerns about the ongoing cholera outbreak in some states of Nigeria, which has tragically claimed many lives, affected many communities, and advocated human and sustainable environment as key to its prevention and control. You may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more. I'll be back. Stay tuned.
Tune in for the readings that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content.
Alright, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. Okay, let me quickly take you to Adamawa State, where NUJ has appealed to Governor Fintiri to sign media enhancement bill into law. The Nigerian Union of Journalists has appealed to Governor Ahmed Umaru Fintiri of Adamawa State to sign the media enhancement bill into law without wasting time. It could be recalled that the Adamawa State of Assembly, House of Assembly, had earlier passed the bill into law in 2022. The union made the appeal in a communique issued at the end of the quarterly National Executive Committee meeting of the union in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The communique issued at the end of the meeting was read to journalists by the Nigerian Union President, Nigerian Union of Journalists President Chris Iziguzo at the NJ Oyo State Council Secretariat in Ibadan. Read more of that story. It's on page 4 of the Daily Independent. NUJ appeals to Governor Fintiri to sign media enhancement bill into law. SEC urges businesses to adopt sustainable climate-friendly solutions. The Director General of Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, has stated that the principles of sustainable finance opens a new vista for all market intermediaries, trustees, to take their businesses and client relationships to a new and higher level. And then this third one is still coming from page 4 of the Daily Independent. Bandits kidnap Catholic priest in Zamfara. Suspected bandits have kidnapped the parish priest of St. Raymond Catholic Church, Damba Gusau, Zamfara State, Reverend Father Mika Suleiman. The spokesperson of the Zamfara State Police Command, Yazid Abubakar, has said that Father Mika was kidnapped around 3 a.m. on Saturday at his residence in the Damba area of Gusau. That's a sad one. May God rescue him from the hands of his kidnappers. Coronation Life Assurance decodes annuity plans benefits. Okay, all right. You may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read that. Okay, so Ondo Medical Science University appoints PRO. University of Medical Sciences, UNIMED, Ondo, has appointed Mr. Isaac Oluyi as the Principal Assistant Registrar, Public Relations, and head of the state-owned university's Public Relations Unit. Oluyi is described as a public relations practitioner with over 17 years of cognate experience in administration and public relations practice. He is a graduate of English Studies at Obafemi Awolowo University. Oluyi emerged the overall best student from the Department of English Studies in 2001 when he graduated. Congratulations to him. NDLEA raids snake-guarded shrine used to store illicit drugs. A snake-guarded shrine used to store illicit drugs in Igor community, Benin City, Edo State, has been raided by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, who detected a specially constructed large hole storage in a wall covered with wallpapers and fetish objects. A statement by Femi Babafemi, the agency's spokesperson, said different quantities of illicit substances such as methamphetamine, loud, Colorado, and Arizona, all strong strains of cannabis with a total weight of 8.743 kilograms, were pulled out from the deep hole dug in the wall of the shrine building. Okay, you may pick a copy of the Daily Independent to read more on this. And then this next story, I'm going to the next story, which is on the Metro corner of the Daily Independent. Says Lagos CP urges commercial bus tricycle operators to adhere to traffic law. And at this juncture, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for staying tuned to Power 365 Online Radio. Join us when we bring you other news items, but stay tuned for our Yoruba version, which is coming up very shortly. Again, my name is Alayande, and God bless you.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power